Hi, my name's Emma. I'm a tour manager and I'm going to give you my 10 things to consider when you are advancing a tour or a show. So these 10 things can apply to anything, whether you're doing rehearsals, whether you're doing a one-off, whether it's a festival, whether it's a full worldwide tour. These are the categories that I always break things down into when I first start working on a project. So first thing to do is get a list of the dates and the contacts from the promoter. You should also be able to get the fees and anything that would be included in the deal. And from this you can do your budget. This is a really important starting point because you can figure out what you can afford to bring, who you can afford to bring, whether the trip is viable at all, or if there's anything that you need to change to be able to make it happen. Once you've done your budget, you should know how many crew you can take with you. So then you would start contacting them and seeing if they're available, checking they've got all their passports, insurance and things up to date. Then you may also want to schedule in some rehearsals. So you would start looking for a venue to do that in, check that they're available around the time before you need to leave. And then you can start working on your transport. So you would look if you're going to take a bus, if you're going to fly people in, you could look for hotels, trains, everything like that. Again, this can also be done at the budgeting stage, so you can work out that you have enough in your budget to afford to bring everybody with you. Once you have all that sorted, you can look into the gear situation. If you need to hire a backline, what's provided at the festival, if it's in part of the deal or not. If you need audio, if you need lighting. For larger tours, you might need risers, you might need to hire radios, everything like that. Then start to write your rider. So you do your hospitality and your technical rider. I always do different riders to adjust to the situations. It's no point sending out a festival headline rider to a 100 cap club. They won't read it. They will not read your 60-page rider. So make sure you kind of have tailored riders for each situation that you can just easily amend and then send out. And you also need to look into visas. Sometimes this will be a long process, for instance like an American visa or a Chinese visa. Sometimes it will be very quick, so just check exactly that you know what you need for the country that you're going to, and remember that work permits are different from visas and you may also need a work permit as well as your visa. And then start thinking about merchandise. Is this going to be handled by a company who's going to bring it, or do you need to bring everything with you? Do you need to sort a merchandise seller to come with you as well? And once you have the information back from the festival that you're playing, you can start to put all this into your itinerary and then distribute that to the crew. And that is your basic events.